In September, nearly 10,000 African Americans will convene in Washington to dialogue with opinion leaders, community activists, and elected officials at the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation's 42nd Annual Legislative Conference. Hello everyone and welcome to Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Trainum. We're here on location in the U.S. Capitol with Dr. Elsie Scott, President and CEO of the Congressional Black Caucus Foundation. Dr. Scott, welcome to the program.
Thank you for having me
So
again.
the 42nd Annual Conference, the theme is Inspiring Leaders, Building Generations. What do you mean by that?
Well, what we are trying to do is to build upon the young people, get the young people engaged, build upon the success of the people who came before them, and inspire them to be as successful or more successful than the people who preceded them.
And when you mean engaged, is that at the civic level, is that at the legislative level, is that in the political process, or all of the above?
All of the above. Since this is an election year, there's a lot of emphasis on civic engagement, getting people out to vote to practice their civic duty.
And are you trying to register individuals to vote? Are you just raising awareness about who's on the ballot, both on the Republican side and Democratic side? What is the overall mission?
I think we will have people on site who will be registering people to vote. We'll have people on site who will be able to tell people their voting status. As you know, a lot of states have changed their laws this year.
In terms of voter ID laws?
Exactly, and other means where people have been removed from registration rolls. So we'll have people on site. You can go and check your status to see if you're still registered, and if you're still registered in the district that you thought you were registered in.
So it sounds like what you're trying to do, particularly in the presidential year, meaning the election year, is raise people's awarenesses about their rights so that when November comes around, meaning election day, they know exactly where they're supposed to vote, they know exactly what they're supposed to do and what type of paperwork or ID that may or may not be needed.
Exactly. We don't want people to have an excuse to say, I didn't vote because I wasn't on the roll and I thought I had registered. So no excuses, learn early what you have to do in order to get registered. Go and get registered, and then on election day, go and vote.
Dr. Scott, I mentioned a few moments ago that 10,000 African Americans are expected to convene in Washington, D.C. Your annual 42nd Legislative Conference is happening from September 19th through the 22nd at the Walter E. Washington Convention Center in Washington, D.C. For more information, viewers can log on to the website on the screen. Is this open to the public? Is it free? How much does it cost? Where do people get even more information besides on the website?
It is open to the public. We have a registration fee, but we never turn anybody away who cannot afford to pay. We have an open exhibit area where we want people to come for the marketplace, come and learn things. So we want everybody to come. We don't, no excuses.
And Dr. Scott, you mentioned a few moments ago young people. What do you mean by that? Do you mean the first-time voter? Do you mean the individual in college? Do you mean the high school? Or all of the above? What does that mean?
All of the above. We have some workshops that are geared toward high school. Few, but we do have some, and we have more that are geared toward the college age and older. We have an Emerging Leaders program that's designed for 18 to 35-year-olds, and so that's a group that we are placing a primary emphasis on.
So if I'm a college junior, I've never voted before, and my major is music, and I've never been to Washington, D.C., and I'm a person of color, is this a conference that I should come to?
Absolutely, because it doesn't matter what your major is that the impact of voting, the impact of decisions by elected officials can impact everybody, no matter what your major, what your occupation.
And I would assume among these 10,000 African Americans that will be coming to the conference, there will be members of Congress, the Congressional Black Caucus, as I mentioned a few moments ago, as well as other civic leaders as well?
Absolutely. We expect a number of big city mayors to be here, elected officials at the state and local level, as well as civic leaders, college students, college professors, everybody who's concerned about the future of African Americans, as well as people coming from Africa who are concerned about the global black community.
Dr. Scott, we have about 20 seconds left. What is the one takeaway that you want the viewers that are watching this program right now to take away from this program, very quickly?
If you care about your future, be at the Washington Convention Center September 19th through 22nd.
All right, and of course, thank you for joining us for this edition of Comcast Newsmakers. I'm Robert Trainum. Have a great day, everybody. We'll see you next time. Take care.